right. Slowly. Hold on. I think we got a signal. We do. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Jedi Academy. Howdy ho, and diddly diddly good day there, neighbor. It is Saturday, bright and early. For some of us, it's the middle of the night. For some, it's a lot of things. And welcome to the Jedi Academy. You're wondering what the hell is this? Well, it's pretty simple. This is the longest running. We're on episode. What is this? 225. We've done 225 of these, Heinzie. What is wrong with us?
Jeepers.
Yeah,
4 years of Jedi Academy or so.
yeah, a plethora of Jedi Academy.
Right.
But this is the Q&A show for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. That's right. We do this every Saturday from this time for about 2 hours, and we are here to do one thing and one thing only: drink. No,
Yes.
that's wrong. We're here to.
No.
I wish. I'm a little tempted to put some bourbon in my coffee, but then that wouldn't work, Heinzie, because I'm trying to stay awake right now, and that
Yes.
would have the opposite effect. Yeah.
Fit purpose.
Delicious coffee brewed with Chilean beans. But no, this is the Jedi Academy. It's a Q&A show, and it's pretty simple how this is going to work. We've got a great panel of people that'll come in and out while we're streaming. These are all the best and brightest content creators, with the brain damaged mongoloid, myself, and others from RSG jumping in to try to answer questions. I don't know. It's what we do. So it's a simple format. If you would like a question answered on the show, simple. All you need to do is put your question into the chat, and it does behoove you to put your question in sooner rather than later. Why? Because we've had plenty of Jedi Academies, Heinzie can attest, where we've gone an extra hour over or two, and we've still not got to all the questions. There's just certain weeks that, it happens. I don't think this is one of them, but you never know. So it does help to have... it does help to get it in sooner rather than later. Epic Fail says, why Star Trek commercials on Star Wars stream the lesser Star franchise? Haha. I don't know. I mean, it helps pay the bills, and I like Star Trek. Damn it, it's Star Trek. Star Wars is number one. Star Trek's right there. I love Star Trek. Don't get me wrong, I really do. I was watching the Lower Decks. that shit was funny as hell. Oh my god, I was in tears. Yes, it is Tumble Dry. Oh my god, it takes Star Trek and turns it on its head in a really good way. But no, get your now. All you if you want to have a question, I'm getting off track. Put your question in the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement. I use Nightbot as a filtering tool, and we use a filtering word, and it's pretty simple. We've used the word question. I keep it really simple. So if you want a question that you want us to answer, please go ahead and get your question in. Make sure you follow the format, and we'll get your question scooped up. And it can be on anything you want. Just put it in there. Now make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. It's YouTube is part of the algorithm. Just it's what content creators say, and enjoy the Star Trek commercial. I guess they're giving us Star Trek commercials on RSG now. Hey, that's fine with me. They saw how much I've been watching Star Trek lately. I was like, okay, yeah. I finished the last season of Discovery, and then I was like, oh, Lower Decks. Let me check this out. Because I'm waiting for my anime to build up. I like to binge it, and it's only coming out seasonally, 1 or 2 episodes at a time. Like, oh, I can't just watch 1 or 2 episodes. I'll have to wait. So there's that. I'll introduce everybody here, and we'll let these guys and pimp their stuff here and at the end of the stream, so you make sure you check them out. And then what else? If you like the content, subscribe. You get the latest. You can get the notification when we're streaming, not just here but on Twitch. A couple other things. If you'd like to become a Patreon sponsor and support everything we're doing, feel free. PayPal, super chats, blah blah blah. Okay, what else? Today the Capital Games, and I'm really happy that we've been able to support Crumb and what he's been doing. But I'm also happy with what we've been able to do for Capital Games with their Children's Miracle Network stream that they're doing today for UC Davis Children's Hospital. That's going to start in, I think, 2 hours from now, maybe an hour. I'm not sure. It's starting. It's been posted. You've seen it in the game. If you can go out and help support, the trying to raise 15,000. That being said, we've done a great job helping support Crumb. He's been streaming on his own channel. We've raised just donations alone, like 7,500, and he's got more money
What
coming
did
in
he
from
hit?
Twitch.
Didn't he hit 8K? I think he hit 8K, didn't he?
Well, no, he was at 7,500, I believe. The goal was 8K. Now he's got money coming in from Twitch. I don't know how much that's going to be, but that he
Yeah.
hasn't added all that in, so it's pretty close. I think it was 250. We had a couple hype chains and some other stuff hit that night before I left to go do the GA Center.
Nice.
So it's pretty close. And so, check that out. So that's going on all day today. Please go support that. I'm going to be going in and out and supporting it. I mean, I've got other stuff to do, but I mean, I got to watch my Stros. They won game 1 yesterday. I got to see if they win game 2. Yeah, I know they cheated in 2017. They suck, but that's been happening in baseball. The great Tim Kurchin even said so. It's like, okay, yeah, we know they cheated, but they haven't cheated since then because Major League Baseball's went up their ass. So I get it. You can call them cheaters if you like, but they're still my team, and I will support them. Just like the Cowboys. I will support the Cowboys no matter how crappy they are. I will support my team, and it's nice that they're actually not. They're actually really good this year. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop on that. So
I feel you, Ranger. I'm representing my baseball team today too.
Which one? Who's your team? I can't.
Oh,
see.
Dodgers, baby.
Oh, Dodgers. Yeah, Dodgers. I mean, if you look at the last 5, I'd say 6 years since 2015, the Dodgers and the Stros, man. I mean, those have been the two franchises. I'd say Boston too, because Boston's had some really good teams in there too. You've had some teams come up and down, but I mean, consistently make the playoffs, consistently either get to the World Series or the League Championship Series and win the World Series. Those 3 teams have been really good. So you mentioned, I noticed I didn't mention the Yankees there. But no, it was a hell of a game, good game last. This is going to be man, the Astros and the Red Sox are going to beat the living snot out of each other. Those two offenses are gross, man. Oh my God. It's like every pitch you're just stressed. I mean, it is unbelievable how good those two teams are. So we'll see what happens. So, yeah, I think everybody's got their team. Something like go Braves. Yeah, Braves, Dodgers. That's going to be a good series. So yeah, I'll be watching that today. Now, other things here before we get into the Jedi Academy. Remember, guys, tonight I will be doing Dungeons and Dragons over on the Twitch channel tonight. So a lot of you guys really are starting to really enjoy the Dungeons and Dragons. We've done like just on this. I've run a few campaigns, but this one is finally where after running the other campaigns, you guys have really enjoyed it. It's like a ton of episodes we've done on this. 36, 37 we're on this one. They go about 3 to 4 hours, if you like D&D, please check it out. It'll be 8 p.m. Eastern over on the Twitch channel. And then remember, on the 30th of this month, we're going to have an awesome day. It's a college football day. It's all kinds of stuff. It's Halloweeny. We're going to be doing our 24-hour charity stream kickoff for the American Cancer Society. In the past, we've raised an astronomical ton of money for the American Cancer Society. As you know, we're partnering with the ACS. We are Gamers for Cancer, something that we help create and with those guys. And we love the ACS and what they do. They're an amazing charity, amazing organization that is not only doing stuff for cancer patients, but is on the front lines of research to find a cure for cancer. That's one of their big things, and that's why we support them, because fuck cancer. I just demonetized all video, but I don't care. I gotta say that we've all been affected by it. So please, I will be pimping the hell out of that here in the next week or so as we get closer to that stream. And we could really use your support, like we always do. This community is awesome at helping raise money for charity, and we really appreciate it. Okay, anything else? I'm just thinking, anything, news and notes. One more thing. You can see that don't have a date on it yet. There's still some more stuff we got to do in the background. We're trying to get the details ironed out and things, but I'm going to be doing the dev versus content creator representing RSG. They can't do it because of scheduling, the way they want to do it tentatively right now. There's just no way during the timeline that they want him to do it. He just can't make it during those times. So I had to come up with, I had to go to the bullpen, and we've come up with the Heinze. The Heinze is going to be my partner.
Yeah, he went through his list of everyone that's super,
I did. I got to 27.
Really
I was
good
like,
looking, intelligent. They were all busy, so he got stuck with me. Yeah.
You got
it's gonna be fun. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, we got the QQ balls going at it.
Eagles, bro. Bald Eagles.
That's right.
Go.
Yeah. They want to do team names, Heinze, and I don't know what team name we. Finn stupid ass has been on the lunch stream the last 2 days. He's like, how about the Aussie Rangers? I was like, no.
No, I like the bald eagles, man, because we're strong, we're majestic, and then we're also gonna all over everyone underneath us.
Yeah, there we go. All right. And then we've also got, of course, there's the Heinze. He's here today. And then we got, finally, Tilo Matt has come back to the Jedi Academy. Tilo, what the hell? Finally, man. I guess you decided you could wake up and hang out with us, man.
The thing is, I'm actually on vacation. I'm not at work. So I was like, oh, man, I set an alarm.
Yay.
I set an alarm and everything. I was like, oh, I got to do this.
You got to do it, man. And if you haven't seen Tilo, you should. Long time. Not Tilo a long time, but his schedule and ours has just never really coincided. Just different time zones, different things going on and stuff, but you should definitely check him out. So many content creators. I was trying. Usually when I'm sitting here, like I'll be doing test stuff, I'll have like Mort up and another streamer up on another one. I have the game up over here. Like just I can't really participate, but I'm like, I at least have the streams up. It's just a lot of content creators out there. But Tila, you've been having a pretty good run in GAC lately, huh? You mean you had that little rough patch, and then you usually go like me. You're like 11-1, 10-2, and you finally got that undefeated one this time. But you're in what, Div 3?
I'm with Calvin. I'm in the murder bracket.
Oh, you're in you're Div 4. Oh God.
Yeah, I got Mort. I got Calvin. Yes, I got some killers.
Yeah, God bless you, man. Oh boy. Oh God, those guys never effing. And not just that, you got I don't know if is Heathen in that bracket or Boma.
Yeah, he is.
Heathen is, yeah. Good.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, that guy went on 120 something win streak until he lost last season, and then he started another one. So. I mean, Tilo, God bless you. Go for it, brother.
Yeah, it's rough.
Nev finished undefeated last season, and he finished third or something. He couldn't get past Calvin, and Mort was right there up his butt too. So get your questions in. Usually, what we start off with the Jedi Academy while the questions are coming in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, all that stuff. What's going on with the game? Not too much going on right now. We're kind of in between GAC. We're kind of all doing Conquest and just try to get that done. I know Heinze, you and me are both going to get the red box. We're going to have them all. I'm just in a gear mode right now for myself. I mean, I just got Cam unlocked. So congrats to all the people in my guild and other players I know that this week unlocked Cam. It is one of the biggest slogs you'll ever do. I thought Sith Bomber, Sith Fighter took forever. Holy moly. Cam's a lot worse.
He's worth it though. He's good.
Absolutely worth it. I just need this. It's not the big pieces I need for his gear. It's the dinky pieces. I'm like, oh no, I need dinky pieces.
Yeah, I got quit out on him as well. I think
it's a lot of dinky pieces. So, and I think I need a certain amount of one piece. I was like, what, how many of those do I need? I'm like, oh, I need 120 of those. Well, that's creamy. So a lot of gear is needed. But I'm going to try to get him relic this weekend. And then as soon as I get done with him, then I'm getting Lord Vader started in that process of doing his event, and then Maul's gonna be coming right after that once we get him unlocked with Conquest. So I'm all in on gear and salvage right now. God bless America. So besides that, I've been dealing with Conquest. It's not really. And I asked Crom, I had him on Thursday. It seemed like one of the things that I asked him is like, we've been getting these small little changes. I know you guys put the fixes in that you guys saw from the first one, like some bugs and stuff, but there have been some other changes to data disk, and it seems like difficulty or certain things have been moved around or changed. Like, why didn't we get a post on that? He said that just fell through the cracks, that should have been something that they did, and they, for some reason, if it was subtle changes, they just didn't put them out there. So there'll be something moving forward that they'll be looking to do. Because I was like, I don't mind you guys. I don't think anybody does if they make a small little change here or change a little data or something here. But just put it in the forum so at least players know that that's happening. But other than Conquest and that, we just we got their Lightside TB. What else went on in the game this week? Not much else. I mean, we're getting to TW round 2. So let me ask you this, Tilo. Conquest, how have you been faring in that? I know this last three conquests. I know CG's listening. I know they're taking our feedback quite seriously and looking to make changes. Hopefully, where are you with Conquest? How big of a crate are you getting? I mean, what are your thoughts?
Oh, well, right now I'm getting the red crate.
You are
So
getting the
last
red
two,
crate. Okay,
yeah,
nice.
last two conquests I've gotten the red crate. For me personally, I'm not buying extra mall shards just because I don't have Lord Vader. Probably not going to have Lord Vader for a while.
Right.
So I've been getting gear and everything with my extra currency. Just because I'm about to unlock JMK. I just unlocked Cam like yourself, and I just did Cat too. So it was all three just all together really quick. So I've been doing that, and it's been pretty. I don't want to say easy, but because I do have 4 GLs, it makes it a little bit easier than if I had less GLs.
Right.
Just having that flexibility, being able to throw in Ray when I need her, JML, it's just been really helpful, especially JML. JML's freaking MVP when it comes to Conquest.
Yep. Okay. And what's your GP?
I just went into Division 3, so I'm like 6.2.
Okay.
It's just because the executor kind of bumped me up even a little bit higher.
Oh yeah, the executor. I'm so glad I wailed on that ship, and I'm glad I did. I saw that sucker. I was like, that's going to be a game changer, big time game changer. So, Heinzie, I know you're getting the red crate. Anything thoughts on Conquest? We've really beaten this thing to death.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna sound like a breaker on record if
we
we go
really
over it
are.
again, man. Yeah, I've done all the sectors. I've opened them up. I'm rolling back, starting at the top on the feats now, working my way down. So
Sure.
yeah, look, it's I mean, I'm gonna be it's like ripping it off a band-aid, man. I've done this one probably quicker than a lot of the other ones. I know the team's better that work than before, and
Yep.
B, I just want to get it done so I never have to sort of roll through this again and get them all done, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well, the good
I'm
news
pretty
is,
confident that things are going to change next time around. I don't think this is sustainable. So.
yeah, no, it's not. And I asked Crumb about this, and we talked about it on the Thursday stream. It's just that this one got so it was kind of like it was so exacerbated because one, they made it much more difficult. But on top of that, and more time consuming, it's condensed because it took them, they had problems getting it launched with all the changes they did. Now we had back to back to back, Conquest.
They're
And
trying to
then,
get the calendar up in sequence
right,
again.
because they want to get back to the normal
It's gonna work.
schedule in November. And the only way to
Yeah.
do that was to, condense it. And it, on top of the changes, which were very time consuming. We're a little burned out because we had to do them back to back to back. And when you add that on top of everything else, it's a little daunting for everybody. TW's coming up. The matchmaking was something, and yes, thanks to everybody that sent me all the screenshots and things of the mismatches. Trust me, I sent that to CG. Let me ask you this: how are your officers? Start with you, Tila. How are your officers dealing with? We've been through 2 TWs now, going into the third one. Are they getting a little bit more of a regular kind of normal pattern again with TW, or are they, is this has it? Are they still going? Ah!
No, they've been actually doing pretty good. I'm in Rebel Force Kashyyyk, and they from the get they were already organized, but they were doing that way before the changes with TW. So just with the extra teams, we're only, I believe, 340 some million guild.
Okay.
So it's not as impactful as some of you guys, especially like Ranger and Heinzie. You guys are going crazy numbers in each zone, but it's extra teams, so definitely need to be more organized, and they definitely are on it.
Yeah. I mean, Heinzie, how's your guild handle it? Because I know you had that.
Well, I'm in Vanguard, so one of the higher ones, and look, they adapt really quickly with things like this. To be fair, it's just more the timing. They're just finding the weekday ones are just so much worse from a coordination point of view, just due to the time that's needed at our level. When you've got 50 in each zone, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It really is. And trying to coordinate, a lot of people, because as well as I do at that level, it's just like one full wall of one team. And And now that you don't have the Galactic Legend counters available, then the non-Galactic Legend counters, you really need everyone to turn up. You really do. So, it's certainly been pretty good. I've see the thing is that the territory war opens for me at 4 a.m. So quite often I'll either hang around till it starts, do a battle, then go to sleep. And then I could wake up 5 or 6 hours later and like there'd be 2 or 3 zones gone easily, so that's been pretty good from our point of view where guys have adapted accordingly. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely grading on them. But yeah, I think we're probably pretty prepared for it with the group that we have, that everyone's pretty active anyway. Right. So it helps a lot.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, I think that kind of covers the gambit of stuff. So you guys ready for some questions?
Always, bro. That's what we're here for.
All right.
Not here for my looks. Just saying.
Well, I'm not either.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, look at it. I know all 3 of us are like, we're not attractive, man, but we know swagger. All right, I'm just pulling this up. I'm refreshing Nightbot, and let's do this. Oh, a lot of good questions today. First question: Jedi Master Super Mace Windu. Question: why should you relic 9 me? You should never relic 9 you, unless your name is Rambam and you have a disease.
I almost got sucked in the other day, but I got out of it in the end. Yeah, gave it a crack, but yeah, got out of it in the end.
Oh, I jumped with him the other day, and I just gave him endless poop about that. I was like, "Get the hell out of here, dude!" Like, really? I mean, he's proud of it. I'm like, no, don't be. That's not something you're proud of. It's like getting hit face. That's like jumping in front of a baseball and getting hit in the face. But like, yeah, I got hit in the face. Like, bro, you jumped in front of a baseball and got hit in the face. That's something to be proud of.
Yeah,
you hurt yourself.
5 minutes after the Relic 9 packs dropped, like within.
I know he was waiting. He was just like,
Bam sent me a screenshot.
I know.
Here, check this out. That's like, you absolute clown.
You guy, use. All right, Stonewall question from Ranger. Oh, okay. Now that Heinze is your partner, my partner for the new Devers content creators, says, are you obligated to preload a team in the Dev GAC? Yeah, why not?
Oh, what?
Sure.
What is, mate? Mate, hey, look, I'm going to be helping him load the bullets. He's pulling the trigger. We're going to be on fire. Don't worry about that. It's all good.
Yeah,
we got this.
We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
I'm gonna bet against Grid if we meet up against him. I'm gonna bet Shuya Foster's to the loser. Just saying, like, that's gonna happen.
All right, we'll see.
We're gonna whip him.
It's gonna be crazy. I bet there will be some preloading because you only have 20 minutes, so you have to go and just it's a fast thing. Now I've been practicing it a lot with just doing speed runs and. So and the reason that I think the reason I went 10-2 in this last GAC is because I wasn't worried about winning. I knew I could win. That wasn't the point of what I was trying to do. It was more about practicing counters that I wasn't normally using and trying some different stuff. I lost one round because I was really facing a fishing fighter. I'd gotten 60 on all the fights. I was, I just had one team left. I'm like, if I had just gone with a normal team, I would have won. But I'm like, I have Jedi Master Luke left, and Thane was really pushing. He's like, yeah, let's see if Luke can solo Mon Mothma. I'm like, okay, let's try it. It didn't work. I gave him a little bit of shit for it, but I mean, it was something that I wanted to try. But like the thing that I've been working on religiously is like honing down teams, getting what works, changing mods a little bit here and there, like CLS versus Gas. Getting that team rock and rolling. Imperial Troopers versus Darth Revan. Bounty Hunters versus this. Undersized Bad Batch versus any Grievous team. Those are the things that I've been working on, religiously to, it says besides GLs are easy if you have the other GL to counter it. It just, like if I see, Kenobi or Lord Vader, I'm not worried because, I've practiced enough with against those. I'm like, okay, I've got Lord Vader. All right, Kenobi, here you go. Okay, make sure I've got everything in place. Good, go, rock and roll, bam, right? And then the other one is, so that goes without saying. But if I see SLKR, I'm going in there with Jedi Knight Luke. I mean, so I'll know the counters ahead of time. There's going to be some strange teams in there, but pretty much I have a good idea. Like you can change things here and there, but I'm going to have a pretty damn good idea of like what I'm going to be doing against certain, whether it's I'm just going by faction, and I'll just know what to use. So, and that's why I wanted to practice that more. But I think we're going to be all right, Heinz. We're going to be just fine.
Oh, we'll be fine, man.
And I just want to have fun. I mean, everyone else can talk crap, and if you want to think, for me, it's not like even if we go undefeated, I don't look at it as like some great achievement. They'll be like, it's the speed GAC, man. Even if I go undefeated, I mean, I'm just gonna be like, hey, it's nice, but it's not normal GAC. It's not with our own accounts, and it's a total different thing. So, but I just want to have fun. I want to do something really good and put out a good product for you guys.
It's gonna be a lot of smack talk, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll let Heidi do all the smack talk, and I'm that silent assassin, just like, okay, I got to go in there and do this. Heinz is the hype man. I am just I'm that quiet professional that's like, all right, I'm looking at the board. My eyes are going to be moving all over the place. Like, okay, this team.
You concentrate, and I'll be the idiot.
That's right. Yep, you be the idiot. Drink the Fosters out of the shoey, and I'll just...
No, so we won't need to do that. We'll make Grid do that.
That's right. Damn Grid. Yeah. Epic Fail says, go Sox. Hell yeah, the Red Sox are pretty damn good. He says, great game, Rangers. Suck at New York Yankees. Yeah, we hate the Yankees. To everyone, predict the future next marquee mods, ships, anything, GLs. I cannot do this because actually I'm working on I'm a tester, as you guys know, so I can't make any predictions. I think. Let's go with you, Tila. What do you think's coming around the corner? This will be interesting because I know what's coming. So my dates of predicting are over. I just can't say a damn word. Teal, what do you think? What do you think, Teal? Let's get Teal's.
I think Fennec Shand is an indicator of what we're going to see ahead.
Okay,
I think we're going to see some like Mando characters. Maybe the two other Mandalorians that were with Bo-Katan.
Okay, like that.
That would be a good guess. I'm trying to think who else was up there. Shoot, I'll take Hoodie Luke if we can get him. But I don't think we'll get another Luke for a while. I don't think any ships, unless we get like another Slave 1. I know that was in the trailer for Fennec Shand. So I don't know. So I think it's anything Mando related or Book of Boba related that's gonna kind of give us like a transition between seasons.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Heinzie, anything from you, buddy?
Yeah, ditto, bro. I think. We talked about this. I think the Clone Wars sort of stuff at this point in time is sort of we moved on from that. So, I mean, the obvious things are, we have, Book of Boba Fett on our doorstep soon, and Bad Batch. We know when Bad Batch came out, they threw characters their way with that, so it kind of makes sense, and that's what everyone's hearing. But yeah, I don't know specifics, mate.
Yeah. It's looking really bad for my prediction. I've made every prediction I've made. I'm 98% accurate on all my predictions. 6 months in advance that we were saying next two characters. As soon as I saw Clone Wars season 7 was coming, me and Loki were like, either legendary or something with Maul and Ahsoka. We predicted the next two GLs that came out. We said it was going to be Kenobi and Anakin. We just had that great debate, like it's going to be Maul. Like, no, it ain't going to be Maul. It's going to be Lord Vader, and it's going to be Kenobi. We got that right. And we've been on top of our predictions. It's not hard to see what's coming out, kind of read the tea leaves and see what's going on. However, I said this was going to be the year of the ship. And other than Razor Crest and Executor, my prediction's not looking too good here. I mean, I can't say, well, we did get Executor and Razor Crest, so that means it was the year of the ship. Nah, bro. Nah, fam. No, I got that one. It's looking like I'm going to get that one wrong. So, unless we get like 3 or 4 ships, there's no way that my prediction comes true. So, hey. Oh, God. All right. The engineer, choo-choo. He's a train engineer, folks, so don't go on the tracks. He'll run you over. Question. I got me a 5-star Executor yesterday. Congratulations. It says, was climbing Ship Arena in the 5th and last battle to get in the top 20 was winning mirror and game freeze. Do you get game freezes as a tester? No.
No, it's just a rough trout, mate.
I get that just randomly.
Just randomly. Bad connection.
I mean, we see it in the game all the time. Just the game freezes or something. It just your internet goes.
Sometimes if you're on cell and it changes from tower to tower, it can glitch out. Or if you're changing from Wi-Fi at the house to cell as well, it's definitely done that too. So there's a couple of reasons for it. There's no set. Hey, this is it.
It is what it is. It's just part of what you have to deal with when you're playing a mobile game, right? I mean, I don't care
Yep.
whether you're on BlueStacks or you're on your phone. It's just certain things can happen. I mean, how many Nev's out of like 5+ matches I've lost in GAC because I got the ships and the game crashed. You know, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It sucks, but I mean, you
Not
know,
ideal. There's
it
not
is
much
what
you
it.
can do.
Yeah, it is. It's just a part of the process. Who else
Yeah.
joined us? Someone joined in here. Ah, it's the GAC Whisperer. Well. Look who's awake and alive. What are you doing up so early? I've never seen you do this up this early thing. And he's not speaking. Okay, he must be. He must be in zombie mode. Okay. Next question. Psychodrone's question. Awesome day yesterday. I unlocked Executor. I saw Slipknot. Nice. Says, I have no voice and my neck is killing me today. Do I blame Finn? Yes. Anytime anything happens in your life, you blame Finn. Like,
Yeah.
you get hit by a car, you immediately blame Finn. You know, I mean, meteorite strikes you in the butt. You know, you blame Finn. You know, you try to bake cookies and you forget about them and they burn. You blame Finn. You know, this is a natural process of the evolution of life. All right. Nathan H's question. I finally got another purple. The Callus one is nice. What are your favorite disc? Well, I don't know if I can have a favorite disc because the discs, man, they've really got to address this. The RNG on this disc stuff is unbelievable. Someone would tell me about,
Yeah.
hey, weak point or weak spot's really good. I'm like, I didn't see it. I didn't see any purples this time. Now, the previous, I got 3 purple cards. Like, come on, you know. I mean, for
Yeah,
me,
it's all or nothing. It's feast or famine
you
when
know,
it comes to purple data cards.
it is. It really is,
Yeah.
man. It's like, and the other thing that drives me nuts is when you get to, you know, you see the disc and one zone's got 2 of the same cards. Like, nah, come on, we can do better. I mean, that's not fun, you know. Especially if it's one you already have, you know, the same of. It's like, oh, well, that doesn't help me, you know. So, I mean, I don't know, Tila, what have you seen? How did your card? You know, which one your favorite? But what cards did you get?
What purple one did I get? I got a purple one, but I honestly I haven't used the purple one throughout these 3 conquests. The ones that have really been awesome for me is defensive formation
Yeah,
and weak spot.
yeah,
If I got those 2, I got a couple of them, and then I got a data card that's going to give me some debuffs on the other side.
sure.
It's a wrap. It don't matter what they got. I can burn my guys down to like 20-30% if I need to.
Yeah, the booming voice one is really, really nice because every
Yeah.
time your leader does something, they all call an assist. So if you have, especially those teams that have that, that's really nice. The one that he mentioned, Callus, is a really good one too. The purple ones are nice, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. They're really good. You can take them out or put them in, but you got to get them. And one of the things that I've suggested is that, you know, after, maybe not after sector 1, but maybe after sector 2 and above, you have a chance to get a purple disc, right? You know, make it where there are some purple discs for the players because, you know, it's just seemed to me, and I'm just me, that these teams got a little bit harder this conquest. They just seemed like, because I went in and like, I think it was sector 3 or 4. I went in there, I'm like, all right, Bad Batch, you're getting a little loose. I don't like it. And I went in there with my first order team. And it's just GL Kylo, right? And then I'm like, wait, I died. That can't happen with the GL. What the hell's going on? And
Yeah.
did I have stamina? There was a stamina. No, I have 100%. I'm like, damn. Like, good Lord. I know I was just breezing through it and I didn't have the best cards, but good God almighty. I was like, damn, y'all going to amp. And I noticed that with some of the other stuff. I was like, yeah, the team's got a little bit harder here. They hit a little bit harder. They're a lot faster. I was looking at that buff in Sector 5, 80% on everything, speed, you know, because it's got the prepared on it. This team is prepared. It has 80% on this, and this. I'm like, holy God. I was like, wow. No wonder they're going first. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Did you guys notice that? Is it just me, or is this? It's just my analog? It's me being stupid.
No, not at all. No, Conquest data discs are just a real. It's feast or famine. You get a heap of them, the good ones, or you get absolutely none. And the time before, I had 3 purple ones in the last run. This time, couldn't find one to, you know, for the life of me. Just not possible. They're just not there. So yeah, I got a lot of entrenched. I got a lot of defensive formation ones this time. But last time, yeah, we got a couple of purple ones, loaded them up, and rip through them pretty hard. But
Yeah, it's
man, it's a lottery. It is a bloody lottery.
It really is.
Yeah.
Pookie says I got married. I blame Finn. What about you, Tila? I mean, did you feel like the? It just seems that they were a lot tougher this time.
They felt a little bit tougher, and I don't know if they touched on defensive formations. I've been out of the game. I went on vacation, so I don't know. I didn't see any posts, but it feels like it doesn't give you
Not as
much protection.
No, they brought that down. That's something I brought up with Crumb, so they changed that one a little bit. Yeah,
Weak spot too.
yeah.
It feels
same.
like it's taking longer for them to ramp up their damage. So it kind of sucks. You can still get by with it. For me, I have G12 Geos, so I was doing the Phoenix mission to do that. And it just seemed like it was taking a little bit longer.
Yeah, that Phoenix battle. I mean, I even moved some cards today, and I'm like, damn, that just can't kill him fast enough. It's like, Jesus. It's just like, God dang it, man. I'm trying to get this feat done. I don't want to be here for 8 minutes trying to kill these suckers. Hey, Poby. Poby1 Kanobika is here. Hey, she says, hey, kiddos. Hey, Poby. And then What Else 73 gives in a perfect example. Says, my Lord Vader team got smoked by the final JMK team. I didn't even get through their protection. Even Mace laughed it off.
That's rough.
I know, right? I'll tell you, man. It was Sector 4. I remember I was like, oh, Bad Batch. All right, let me use Kylo here. I need to do some of these feats. I'll just use Kylo. And then they kicked his ass. I was like, get the hell out of here. What is going on? Man, how much speed do they have? I'm like, oh, my God. This is ridiculous. All right. See, next question. Let's perfectly good question. It leads right into this. Nathan H. question: how did you beat the final boss in Conquest? I did not have GMK or Lord Vader. What Luke arena team can beat it? I know if you go with Jedi Master Luke with Gas, Jedi Knight Luke, Revan, right? You
just got to throw everything at it.
Ray can do it if you can get her ramped up. If you got the right cards where she gets ramped up with, with those, every time you get a buff, she gets off.
She struggles a bit. She crosses the swords and whack and just doesn't take people out. It certainly doesn't.
You have to have the right disc for it. You've got to have that offense.
You got to have it tuned in right.
Yeah, if she's got, because if you go in there with entrenched and defensive formation, but if you go with those other ones where every time they get a buff, if you have those discs, and that's she will ramp up and she will one shot the team because she will hit so ridiculously hard. That can be done. Kylo, you better go in there with Hux, an officer, and make them really fast and have him and ramp him up with Watt with the tank tech, and you better get those inkets on there with armor on him because you ain't beating it any other way. Regular first order team will get destroyed. It will get destroyed. I mean, it's really hard. I went in there, I was like, no, I'm going in there with Kenobi. I'm not even playing games with this. And so it's not fun. Oh, God bless
I know for me, for the last two conquests, I've used gas with clones.
You can
as
do
long
that.
As long as you have defensive formations,
you gotta have that, and you gotta have that 75% entrenched, and you gotta have that protection ramping back up because gas will keep ramping up because he's going to counterattack against that team. So it takes 9 minutes to beat it, but eventually you'll ramp him up and he'll do it. But yeah, you can use gas. I know someone said that they took him 8 tries with gas to beat it, but they finally did. I was like, damn. That's gross.
Yeah, we did try it first time with gas 501st last night just for a test.
Yeah.
And
how'd that go?
The job done.
You got it done?
Yeah, got the job done. Yeah.
And you can knock off a couple of those feats too. So it's a good
That's
game.
right. Yeah, we knocked out the feats.
Yeah, I actually, and the way I've approached Conquest, and again, I'm going much faster, much more efficient through the second and third times, doing it is, I just I blast through. I mean, I was in Sector 5 on day 2, and then at day 3 and on, I've been just doing nothing but the feats. And I'm trying to remember what I used. I know defensive formation one is pretty simple. You go in with Clone Wars Chewbacca, Jedi Master Luke, Old Ben, Plo Koon. I don't care if he dies or not because they get that defensive formation constantly being on them, and then you'll get the feat. So that's a pretty easy one. I mean, I've been trying to show during the Conquest, and I'm sure you guys have too, like how do you get the Mando feat? Well, you go in there with Traya against Geonosian with the 4 Mandalorians. You let the Geos kill themselves, and then you just burn them with Django or do Whistling Birds with Bam if you got him. You attack the Phoenix mini boss with the Geonosians to knock out the Geonosian feat. It's those subtle little things like if you're in Sector 4 and you're going to go for the smuggler ones. which is perfect because you're getting the stagger feat done. You go in there with Kira Lead. Every time she throws that, her thing, you're going to get those 5-6 staggers, which team you're facing. And then I had no problems with that with Kira Lead, with Han, Chewie, and I've gone vet Han, vet Chewie, and just destroyed it. Right, it can be done, but you want to go through. Once I've gone through and I've knocked out feats along the way. Some I got done, some I didn't. But once I got through Sector 5, then I work my way backwards. I'm like, let's get all those big burritos tickets. Let's knock out Sector 5. Let's knock out Sector 4, right? So you're getting those done so you don't have to dick around so much. It gets easier as you go through. So that's one way to do it. Now, that's if you can do it that way. I know some people, they're just trying to get to Sector 5. So, and just do what you can. I think we got somebody else join us. Oh my God, look who it is. It's Calvin. He's so awesome that when he walks in the room, puppies are born. Calvin.
That's a new one. But thank you, Ranger. Happy to be here as always. Hello to everyone else on the panel, and everyone else in chat.
Yeah, the
I
choir
still got Tilo here.
Yeah,
what's up, man?
Have you been coming recently, or is this your first time?
No, I'm always working, so this is my vacation. So I had to make
been-
sure to set my alarm.
Yeah, Tilo's been on before. It's been a long time because he's always working. Yeah, so it's cool to
Good
have
to see you, man.
Yeah, he said he's hoping you lose. I'm like, nah. Calvin has lost.
Aren't we all?
Hey, Calvin's my homie. He's the one person I root for in my division.
Yeah. What about Mort?
Mort's my homie too. Oh, man,
yeah, come on, it's Mort. It's so funny when you look at the reports. You see like Calvin, dominates, gets max banners, punishes his opponent. Mort's the other way. He just wins. He doesn't care if he wins by by however he wins, but he's all about defense. He's like, how can I screw my opponent over? He doesn't go. It's like these two opposite ways of doing GAC. It is so funny when I look at the reports and the banners and everything. Like, it's two ways of doing it. Definitely two ways of doing it. All right, we got Calvin, we got Tila, we got the Hoinsey, my partner for the upcoming Dev GAC fight. So that'll be Speed GAC. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe. We'll let these awesome folks pimp their stuff. So get your questions in, keep them coming in, and let's rock and roll. Let's see next question. Well, let me ask you this before we do this to get into more questions. I mean, how are you doing? I'm sure you're kind of in the same kind of. How are you doing with the red boxes and stuff, Calvin? And how are you feeling about Conquest?
I'm still, my opinion's fairly the same. Like, I still enjoy it. I still really like it. If it went back to the way it was with being less time to ban it, I would still like it. It doesn't make that huge of a difference. I've gotten the red boxes both times, and I'll be getting it again this time. I think I just finished my way through Sector 5 today, but I don't really separate doing the sectors and doing feats. I kind of do them together.
Okay.
Like, I think sectors 1 and 2 are already done, and Sector 3 is almost done.
Yeah.
But I still really enjoy it. I'm very, very excited to get Maul and essentially have what'll be one of my very first exclusive characters. At least in me and Tilo's division, a lot of people aren't going to get Maul. Like, I know a lot of the bigger accounts that hate Conquest, they still do it. There's a lot of people around our range. Like, I don't know, Tilo, you can speak to this, but there were even some people who didn't have Cat, and she was way easier and way more versatile. So I feel like I'm going to be getting a very exclusive character for my division. I'll probably be the only one with Maul for at least the first month or two.
Yeah, and he's really good with the Mandalorians. I don't think people realize that. I did that kit reveal, and we talked about, like, if you don't have Lord Vader, that's okay. Maul with the Mandalorians, quite a good team.
Oh yeah, I've got a whole plan for him. I've already got everyone kind of gear mapped out. I've got a team. I've already rearranged some other places. We'll see what he does. I don't know if he'll be offense or defense, but I fully intend to use a Maul DeLorean team.
Oh yeah, it's a fun team. You're gonna say something there, Tila? I see you just chomping.
No, I was gonna say I wish I had him this time. It's just with all the other gearing, there's no way I'm not gonna get him this time. I'll probably get him, even though I've had all the red crates. I'll probably get him the next Conquest.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, you'll get them. That's not a problem. I mean, my predicament is this. I'm about to basically have 3 characters I have to gear up. I'm going to have all 3 unlocked. Well, Cam, I'm going to finish up now, but then as soon as I finish Cam, you know how many car techs that sucker takes and gear, and I'm about to take him to Relic this weekend, and then I'm going to finish up the other characters, just salvage for Lord Vader, so I'm going to start that process at the same time as I'm, like, right before I get Maul, so... Fam, it's going to be a lot of gear farming for Old Ranger J 1999 for the next 2-3 weeks. Don't expect any other characters being worked on at this time. I'm going to be butt deep in Sith Lords and former Sith Lords and Jedi and breakfast cereals. So it's going to be awful, but it'll be worth it. Having Lord Vader, having Maul, having Cam, I'll take it. It'll be worth the pain and suffering.
Good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. All right, let's get some more questions. Well, we'll give this one to Calvin because he jumped in while we were doing it. Any suggestions on teams for what you did to beat General Kenobi? Sector 5 boss fight there, Calvin. What did you use? We gave some of the teams we gave. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's super boring. If I remember correctly, I used mirror.
Yeah.
I might have used gas as well. I think I did use gas, actually. I don't remember the feats exactly. And I think is that also one for defense up, or is that?
Yeah, that's the Clone Wars Chewie team. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's super easy. Throw in Clone Wars Chewie, you hit auto, you lose, and you get the feat.
Yeah, because he gives the. Yeah, I put Plo Koon in and Barriss and Jedi Master Luke and Old Man, and I'm like, that one's not hard. What are the other two feats? Let me go look real quick. So that's.
I think there's one of them in there that I had to use gas.
Complete the attack without losing a unit. So you have to do, at least one attacker is in your squad. So you have to have one attacker. You can't lose anybody.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, it's any squad.
Deal at least 200,000 damage to an enemy in a single hit. There's a couple ways you can do this.
I think I did that with gas. Yeah, because he builds up so much offense.
Yeah, I did it with Kat. I just skipped her Annihilate
a
few times, and she just 800,000 hit. I'm like, that'll do, pig. That'll do. You can also ramp up your Jedi Master Luke if you go with the arena team, because he'll ramp up, and then when he gets into, especially if he gets into Ultimate, he's going to really do some crazy damage. And then attacking out of turn at least 30 times, that's not hard to do. All the teams call and assist, so I mean you can get that feat done with any of them. Yeah, the defensive formation one, just go in with Clone Wars Chewie lead, and then you'll be good to go. But yeah, you're kind of limited on what you can use. You really, really are. So, God bless you all. Nathan H. Question: how much did you gear up your characters required to unlock Bando? Oh boy, that's been a while since I did the Bando event. You don't need them high gear. It's more of it's kind of like a cinematic event, right? I think I had gear 12 on those guys. I didn't think.
Yeah, it's like the same as CLS. You can do it like gear 9.
Yeah, I don't think you need crazy gear on those guys. And now afterwards, you want to gear them up, but before then, no. I'm just trying to think.
If you get the requirements, you can get it done.
Yeah, because you need IG, Quill, Kara, Grief, and Mando, I believe, are the characters, right? To do Band.
Yeah, and I use all those characters. Like I typically like to do the minimum gear type of deal. This one I didn't, just because I'm like, you're going to use all of these.
They're all very, very solid. There's no wasted requirements there.
Yeah. Let's see here. Nathan H. Question for Hoyze. What are your favorite moments from a year of shows with Cubs? Oh boy, this is good. This is gonna be good.
Firstly, it's been awesome. There's been so many. The one that comes to mind the most is when I gave him heaps of crap about when he didn't have enough prestige for executive recently.
Oh my God! How does that happen?
Yeah,
he's a day one player, right? He's been doing this for a while. I mean, how the hell did that happen? I got so much prestige, I don't know what to do with it.
It's not ideal. I might have let him know about it a little bit. That's probably the most recent one I can think of. But no, I've given him a fair bit of crap about his hair.
It's gotten longer. It's gotten really long.
Yeah. So no, it's I can't believe it's been a year already. It's gone really quick. Been really cool. So absolute thrill.
I'm trying to think of all the ones you guys have done. It's been pretty straightforward. I don't think there's been any
nothing outrageous that I can think of. I've lost a few Zeta bits along the way.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's normal in most of my bets anyway, to be honest.
Well, you can start talking crap to him on the next Rogue Actions now that you're part of
I'll
Team.
Do that anyway. Give you memes.
Yeah, we got to think of a name. They want us to come up with a name for us. It's like someone I think it was Stupid Finn that said you guys should come up with team names. I'm like, no, we don't. And then Crumb's like, ooh, I like that idea. I'm like, son of a. That's why Finn's on another year ban on coming on the streams, bastard.
No, stuff that guy.
I know. He's such a dirty butthole.
I know.
All right, let's see here. What else? 73 questions. Should we expect one or more releases before the anniversary? Will they be a puzzle? Crumb on the Thursday stream said that there's another puzzle coming soon, TM. He didn't say when, but there's another puzzle coming. And he said that this one's supposed to be like outrageous. Like it's supposed to take 2 or 3 days. Now, I don't know how that... If you've watched any of the streams with Crumb, that dude likes to try to melt my brain every time. We have played all kinds of ridiculous puzzle games.
Yeah.
He loves that stuff. And I mean, and I do quite well in them, but it just, your brain melts. He's
on another level when it comes to puzzles. We know that.
I mean,
straight
we
up.
did, what was the game? Oberdin, where it was a
Yeah.
murder mystery solving, like, how did this ship, how did people die, and all this other things. And, you know, it's like, oh my God, dude. I mean, they're enjoyable, but I mean, like, he lives for that stuff, guys. So prepare for another puzzle soon. But, oh my God. I think at least one puzzle. I'll say we should get at least one. Now, how many releases? Shit. No idea. The thing I can tell you guys as a tester, I know what's coming. I know what's being worked on. I have no idea when they're going to release stuff, right? We work on it. We test it. We you know, religiously as best we can, right? But we are not in the loop unless we are getting the exclusive like I did for Maul and stuff. I knew things about that because I was part of, you know, I was going to do the kit reveal, right? But other than that, I don't got a clue. Sorry, y'all. Even if I did, I couldn't say anything, but I don't. That's one thing I'm not in the loop on. So I don't have no idea when things are coming. Like when Fennec came in, I'm like, oh, there's Fennec. I didn't know you were releasing her then. Okay, hey, yay, Fennec. Oh, by the way, Fennec, how you guys feeling about her? Just curious. You know, I tested her. I just kind of think of what you guys think about her. Let's go around the corn, as Grandi would say. Heinzie, what do you think?
Look, I've got it at Relic 7. Took it straight up there. I like how she, you know, gives Bam that extra push with the birds. I certainly like that.
Yeah.
You know, there's still, you know, I don't know what the go is, but yeah, it's not probably as... Her leadership's going to be good for 3v3. I think that'll be really helpful for that. Okay. I think that'll be really fun. But yeah, I haven't really had a chance to use her too much yet in anger, to be fair.
All right.
But I like the kit, and she's a good addition. I think it was only a matter of time before we were going to get Fennec to the game. So yeah. No, I'm happy with that.
Tilo, what do you think of Fennec? You saw her kit and stuff. I mean, I didn't well on her. I'm sure you didn't either. But I mean, I don't know if you did or not. But I mean, what do you think of her kit?
No, I didn't wail on her, but I think her kit's awesome. That 5-tap basic is disgusting. Puts me in a position where I'm like, okay, do I want to go for Aura lead after I'm done with all these GLs, or do I just go Fennec and put her under a Bosk lead, and I basically have the same situation?
Yeah.
So I got some choices there, but she's definitely going to be a character I want to gear up. Yeah. I haven't unlocked her though. So
yeah. I haven't either. I haven't worked on her. Again, you know my priorities, but she'll probably be one that I will eventually, you know, when she goes, all my crystals and stuff are going to, you know, gear right now because I'm getting, I get one in both arenas, but it's like, as soon as I get it, I'm spending it right now. It's ridiculous. Calvin, what do you think of the kit for Fennec? I
feel like it's very similar to Cara Dune, where if you get her, you'll definitely have a place for her. Like she's not bad, but she's really not changing much.
Okay.
Like there are already plenty of teams to get Bam to 20 Whistling Birds. There are already ways to get a bounty hunter contract instantly. She's definitely a nice tool. I'm more interested maybe later down the line what Van Seal or other content creators can do to actually give us 2 viable bounty hunter teams, because that's been the problem. It's been the big struggle for the longest time is they keep giving us these really good bounty hunters, but there's only going to be one functional team. So maybe she's a piece to that, and I would be excited to see that.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens. All right. Good insight. Good insight for Ranger. Ranger the Taster. All right. Good ideas. All right. Let's see here. Psycho Drums question. For real now. Okay, he's being for real now, yo. He's being real, y'alls. He says, there's a couple different schools of thoughts of modding 5s. How does the panel prefer to do it? For sacrifice, for survival, speed, offense, health, protection? I'll tell how I've got mine. As much health and protection as I can put on him. He doesn't have my best mods. Again, I've got that on other characters. Ideally, I would have him 100,000k health, 100,000k protection with really good offensive secondaries. The offense boost to your characters is nice, but I mean, I really love when he does sacrifice and you get Rex, Arc, and Echo, in the game, getting 100,000 health, that percentage. It's really nice, man. Their survivability goes wee. That's my thoughts on it. Tila, how do you like to do your fives?
I like protection on him a lot. I like some defense on him as well. Maybe like a defensive secondary, just to make him really, really tanky and beefy as possible. But that's pretty much it. Just basic.
Okay. What about you, Calvin?
There's a few ways to do it. There's probably about 3 actually, depending on how you want to use it. But the way I have mine, it's just a lot of protection and pretty fast. That's mostly just because those are the stats that I want to go to the rest of the team when he dies. I use it on offense a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you use them on defense, full defense sets and full protection primaries, like as long as you're not fighting a dum-dum, they're gonna have to kill him first, and you do not want him to go down. Like you're not getting the sacrifice if someone's attacking that team on your defense.
Right. Very good point. And Hoinsey.
Yeah, I've got a defense build going at the moment that I'm running with. At 100k protection. So I'm running with that one at the moment just to try and keep him from sitting down as long as possible. Sorry, sacrifice. I'm thinking gas then, sorry.
Yeah, it's gas sits.
Yeah, sorry, no. I was thinking, sorry, no, still full defense set. But yeah, sharing around a lot of protection, 100k. So I've been running with that.
All right. Nathan, there you go. Nathan H. next question says, question for the panel. Has your personal approach to TW changed? No. Still, it's more teams, but it's like I still run the same kind of counters I would previously. It's like, there's gas. Let me go in there with my rebels. Oh, it's a ray zone. Let me go in with this. I don't really. It's not really changed anything for me. I don't know. Heinz, you changed anything?
Yeah, it's. I mean, as I said, we're a bit more active and a little bit more animated in a shorter time frame, but.
Sure.
But we play the game the same way as we did before, so we haven't actually approached it different. It just means that, hey, everyone has to be around a lot more. Yeah. The way that we play at the level we're at.
Yeah. What about you, Tilo?
I'm liking it because I get to use some of these other teams that I wasn't using before.
Sure.
So, and then place more teams on defense. So you get to use most of your roster. So other than using more teams, the approach hasn't really changed. You got to try to one-shot everything. No preloading or you're going to be busted.
Wow.
But that's about it.
And what about you, Calvin?
I'm one of the TW officers for my guild, so we did change
my child.
We did change things a little bit for it. We're just putting down a heavier defense just because, you use the time against your opponent. Like, you make it become an MMO, which I don't like actually, but it's strategy. But as far as like offense and like counters and whatnot, it's the same as before, kind of like Tilo said. Like you win the match, don't preload it, make sure it's a good trade, and go from there.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's see. Remember Jedi says, question, other than Lightside 1D, have you found a better node to farm relic salvage? Yeah, Lightside 1C. That's a really good one. If you go in your Lightside battles, and if you look at 1C, that's some really good drops. I actually farm that node both max every day, and I get 20 to 40 of each of those, some of those pieces. The other ones drop their rate. But yeah, 1C and 1D are both really, really good. I mean, you can do each of those because they're only 6, right? So you can get... I think multi-sim, it's a 120 for each of those, and that gives you a buttload of salvage. Now, for the other salvage that you need, it's still Chirotech farm. Chirotech will drop some of those blues and greens that you need, along with some other stuff that you can use for salvage. Same thing for the dark side. But yeah, light side 1C and 1D. Do you guys have another one of those that you farm? Nodes that you could look for certain salvage, because salvage is I'm tapped, man. 5 GLs, a Jedi Knight Luke, and a partridge in a pear tree. I used to have tens of thousands. I am tapped, folks. I'm tapping. I need more gear, CG. Goddamn, I'm tapped out. Look what you did to me.
For me, it's Ugnaught, and I know it's been around everywhere, but that left bottom piece. That gives me so much, so I don't have to worry about that. I think it's the 3rd salvage. For the second salvage,
I've got my. Yeah, you want to do not take your Ugnaught up. Leave him at gear 5, if you haven't done them already. And then let's see, there's a couple pieces here you can actually go with here. The I'm trying to see if it's the bottom left
That
one.
piece is buyable in the guild store for like 100 currency. Like,
I get it all
just
the time.
kills it. Like that specific relic piece is no longer necessary the second you start doing that.
Yeah,
It's
I've been doing it. Trust me, I get those little blues and greens and stuff in there at the guild store. Like, I know I need some of these, but I gotta spend 100 here and there on each of those. Yeah, I do that all the time, Calvin. Trust me, I've been every little bit helps. Oh my god, it's horrible.
Yeah, you gotta have some easy ones because there's some that are just always gonna be hard.
Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, 1C, 1D. 7B, I believe, is the light side card check, and then 8, whatever, A or B, C, whatever it is for the dark side one. I'm trying to, I'm trying to, my order of farm is going to be for Cam. I already got his card text. I've got some left in the tank. I'll probably do Maul first because Vader's I have to do his event anyway. So I'll get Maul geared up because I already know, y'all, 700 card text for a GL is no joke. It's gross. And after doing Kenobi and others, I want to cry. All right, let's get some more questions before I start really crying. What else on 3 question? Is the new TW really stretching your roster, or is it just about the time to clear? I think that's dependent on where you are with your roster. I really do. I mean, if you're in a high GP guild, it's not. I think even for me,
at my level, it's time to clear. It's getting everyone around.
Yeah, it really is at our level. Now, that's you and me, Heinz. We got a buttload of teams, right?
That's right. Yeah.
What about you, Calvin, and you, Tilo? Is this stretching your roster a little bit more, for the fights that you're taking, or is it, just the time, which has been more of a factor for you? Stretching out your roster, having to put more in defense and keeping stuff for offense, or is it just the time to go in there and do it?
Taylor, you want to go first?
I'll let you go first.
All right. Yeah, it's more of a time thing, and not.
Hold on.
And I know we're eventually going to get to 50 character or 50 team walls, but 40 team walls. I mean, so if I want to use one counter, let's say put down Darth Revan, I'm like, all right, we want to use our gas against this. I don't want to use Galactic Legends. I don't want to get risky with using Vader. Just everyone take their gas against it. I have to wait for all 40 people to get online to be able to clear that wall. Like that's a pain in the butt. Like that doesn't stretch my roster. It just makes it more like a massive multiplayer online game. So and there are some places where I see it stretching our roster, definitely. But I think the bigger solution to this wasn't adding more teams. It was adding more walls with more teams. So instead of having 2 walls of 50, we should have had 4 walls of 25. That way they could have at least split some of them up, and we could at least, like, the night shift guys could get down a wall for them, and the morning shift guys would be able to get the next one down, if that makes sense.
Good observations. What are your thoughts there, Tilo?
I think it's also like a test of patience, especially for me, because especially with all the teams at the front, you can kill it with multiple GLs. You got to make sure it's even trades. You got to make sure that you're not using your roster incorrectly. And I think that's what a lot of people have to work on, is not overkilling some of these teams, because it is so deep, because you are getting so much more teams than you had to before. I think before the TW changes, you can get away with it, but now because of the changes, you got to be a little more efficient. So it's a little bit matter of stretching the roster, but at the same time, you got to be able to really just take out those teams with something efficiently.
The issue for me is the time. I think that we just need more. We just need a longer attack phase, in my mind. I mean, I lose 8 hours in a territory war because I'm asleep. Like, it starts at 4 a.m. my time, finishes at 4 a.m. my time.
And it's not like you can go in there and go knock out 4 battles.
There's 8 hours gone there.
Yeah,
you can't. And any Asia Pacific guild, Japanese guild, for instance, man, it's rough. It really is. To have all those teams on, and when you've got a whole guild losing 8 hours in an attack phase, that's just rough. Really harsh. It's not great. So I think we need a longer attack phase now with all these extra teams. Something needs to be done there. That'd be good.
All right. Let's look here. Let's get to the next question. What else? What else? This is a good question. Are there still GLs that need a buff, especially when Mon Mothma can beat GML? Gas 501st can beat more than one, etc. I don't think they need a buff. I think it's just one of those things that I just think certain teams, like I was just trying it out. The reason that JML couldn't beat Mon Mothma is just because all their firepower was on him and turn meter and all that other stuff, right? The battle lasted 4 minutes, and I would kill 2 or 3 at a time. He can't ramp up. He can't get to his ultimate. It was just one of the things. I've used JML and solos on other teams and easily wiped them out. Like, it's like, nice, just they're dead. It's not that big a deal. But I just think the way that team worked was the reason why I didn't do that. It's like Jedi Luke versus Ewoks. You can't do it because I think if I'd gone there with like another Jedi, then I would have easily won, right? But that being said, do we think some of the GLs need a buff? Now, Rey got a buff. Relic 9, Rey is gross. I mean, Relic 8, she's really gross. Relic 9, she's one of the top characters I'm going to be Relicing 9 because she will really hit the snot out of you and is going to be really beefy. But I'm thinking more like, do we think like Kylo, SLKR? Right? Does he need a little bit of love, or C got a buff with more he gets the buff if you have a lot of Sith and stuff. I mean, he just had a recent change. Looking at everything, if you guys had a suggestion that you think that a GL needs a buff or anything, who would it be and why? What do you think, Tilo?
I think for me, JML's fine where he is just because of his kit and what he's able to do with more relics, and then the ability to have more Jedi in there. We're constantly going to get Jedi, like it's a Star Wars game. So every time a Jedi comes in, it could be plugged into his team. So he has an ability to take out some of these other GLs like JMK, Lord Vader, where SLKR and I think C kind of fail a little bit is that they're more tied to their faction, right. To where they need characters. And I know Sith is a broad faction too, but we don't have enough Sith. It's not like Jedi. So I think maybe if you get another character and kind of boost them up, like maybe a Cat or a Maul, to kind of give them a little bit of leeway towards some of these JMKs and Lord Vaders. Rey's always going to be awesome just because she's so broad with her tags. Light side, look what Cat did with Rey. Yeah. Like, she's always going to be relevant. So I think it's those two are going to be the number one targets if you were to give them a buff. But I don't think their kit needs a buff. I think maybe it's like a little sidekick character that can boost them up.
Agree. What about you, Heinze? Any GL11 you're thinking giving out?
JML's fine. I've got him at like over 280k health and protection at the moment. So that's at Relic 9. So he's all good. I think that Slacker maybe might need a slight tweak now in comparison to the other ones. Only very minor though. Like not much.
Yeah.
Just to help bring him up into, to still make him viable against these Relic 9 Rey teams and things like that. They're going to be pretty disgusting. I'm not looking forward to a Relic 9 Rey in 3v3. I'm just saying that's going to be just yuck.
Yeah, it's very yucky.
Yeah. But overall, look, I mean, I think they're all pretty good. I think they're pretty even, which was always the design with them, wasn't it? I don't see a huge drama with them at the moment.
Okay. What about you, Calvin?
Yeah, very similar to everyone else. Like I think they're all very good. I do not think any of them need a buff. You have to use a lot of people like to compare apples to oranges. Like, oh, Jedi Master Luke doesn't solo anything, but he's the Galactic Legend, the only Galactic Legend that consistently counters the meta right now. Like you have to look at these characters in their own strength. Or like people are like, oh, he can't solo anything. I'm like, Cat can't solo anything too, and she's still way better than a ton of characters. Okay, but not like Xylo can solo more teams than she can. And Xylo is not a better character.
Well said. All right. Let's see here. Jason Krulik question, not including yourself, who is the favorite for the CG versus content creator matches? I don't think there is a favorite. I mean, if you look at Heinze, like who's in this? I mean, the reason why Loki's helping the devs. They looked at who they picked, man. I mean, they picked like the cream of the crop here. I mean, Gom top in Division 1. Grid top of Division 2, me in the Premier League top of the division, in 2 and then the Premier League, who else? Zareth and Solo. I mean, those names alone speak for themselves, always in the top of Division 1, Division 2. So when they pick these folks, I mean, it's anybody's. I mean, you could easily see any of those in Grid helping Cubs. I mean, Grid's really, really good. I mean, Cubs is decent at GAC, but with Grid on his team, that if you got Grid in your corner there, you're going to be okay. So
I know what Grid's possible. I mean, we know what he's capable of.
absolutely.
And
I mean,
they're going to be tough. They're going to be tough. There's no easy beats at all.
there's no easy fight here.
Gonna be-
As far as I'm
gonna get
concerned,
on.
if Gom won, I wouldn't be surprised. If Zareth and Solo won, I wouldn't be surprised. Gom and Team
Yeah.
Money. If we won, I wouldn't be surprised. If Cubs and Grid won, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's going to be a goddamn slug match if we face each other. It really is. Now,
Yeah.
the X factor is the devs. I know Crazy's one of them, Niv's one of them, and Crumb's going to be one of them. And Crazy knows the game. I mean, Crazy is a former content creator. She still plays religiously. She works for CG. She's worked for them for a long time. It's my girl. And Crumb has been practicing a lot. Because he doesn't want to embarrass himself, and he's got Loki inside. And then who else? Niv. I know Niv barely. He knows this game really well, but I mean, it's knowing the game doesn't necessarily translate to playing this. But again, this is a whole different thing. I don't know what's going to happen in Heinze because
Yeah.
it's
Everyone's
a
going to bring their A
speed
game. It's just an
GAC.
unknown. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, you're playing it in a different way
Yeah.
to what you normally play as well. You
Yeah.
got to bring your A game. You got to think quick. You got to move along. You got to push through, and you got to clear those. Those.
It's all about
teams.
points.
And
It's not about clearing; it's about points, right? You have to pick the
is.
right path, and it's going to be crazy. Now, one of the things I've been asked is, why these content creators, and will there be more, and why weren't these other one picked? Guys, this is just the beginning. They want to expand this, include other content creators. I mean, of course we want to get Calvin in there and Tilo and all these other guys, but there's only 8 slots. They had to pick a certain amount of teams. They went with the who they were comfortable with, who they felt that could do this, and and so don't trust me. Warrior and everybody else will get their shot. I mean, they just went with us in the beginning, so there'll be more teams. They're
Just
looking.
the
They want to
guinea pigs.
expand this. They want to make this a thing, right? But the first one, they want to go with people that they thought they could rely on and trust, and know that they can get in there and do the thing that they needed to do, and that they were comfortable with, and that's a part of it, right? So trust me, Calvin and Tilo and everybody's gonna get their opportunity. Hopefully we don't muck it up too much for him, Heinze. We're like, we don't ever want to do this again.
no, we're just guinea pigs here. And look, I mean, there's no doubt in time that there's an appetite for ongoing, head-to-head type matches like this.
Yes.
I think that goes without saying. So they wouldn't have gone to all the effort. And let's be clear, there's a lot of work gone into getting this all set up.
A lot of work, guys.
A lot
lot.
more than we realize. And really, I think that they want to set up something like a serious type tournament going forward that we can all get behind. So support this run, guys, and yeah, everyone's going to get a turn down the track. Don't worry.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
mean,
going
I would
anywhere.
love
It's not
to. I would love to face Calvin. I mean, I think it would be an awesome fight, but there's just no way we can do it in a normal matchup because, he's just different GP. I mean, there's no way around it. There's no way, and they've been
Only 3 Galactic Legends.
a little difference between 5 and 3 Galactic Legends. Just throwing that out there. So I think this would be really cool to have some of these. I mean, moving forward, to have with the with the GAC Center. The team can say, why don't we have Calvin fight Zareth? Let's just not just a speed GAC. Let's just give them the max account and see who can do the most. I mean, I think that would be awesome, making an esport or something. I think this is what this is setting this up to be. You want to say something, Tilo?
I had a question. Do you know if you guys are going to do these battles back to back?
Yes. So the way it's going to work is we'll get paired out 3 rounds, just like a normal GAC, right? We're not going to know who we're going to face. So as soon as we do, then we'll have 20 minutes to set up. We only have 20 minutes to set our defense, 20 minutes to fight, and then we'll have 20 minutes to review and talk about it afterwards. And then we'll get into the next one. It's going to be like a 3-hour event, basically, where,
Oh man.
yeah, so it's going to be, and then after that, little break, and then 20 minutes setup, 20-minute fights, 20 minutes review, where we talk crap and talk about what happened there and who used what and things like that. So it's going to be pretty intense. So yeah, that's the way. And we're still working on how we're going to stream it and set it up and all this other stuff. And me and Heinze, once we get more details, we'll be setting all our stuff up. And I think we're trying to set it up to where CG has it on their channel, but they're also, all the content creators are streaming it on theirs, and it's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So it's a lot of coordination. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of things going on. So yeah, it's a lot of work. And I'm busy with other stuff. Besides normal stream, we got our charity stream coming. I got all kinds of stuff happening. My Stros are playing, Cowboys are playing. I mean, come on, let's go. Wait, who joined us? Oh my goodness, Rocky Mountain, Colorado. Warrior from Warrior Presents is here. Hi, Warrior.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Warrior, come out and play.
I'm just driving to work. Figured I'd hop on for about a half hour, 40 minutes.
We always appreciate you hopping in, Warrior. What's new with you, buddy?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just trying to get the last, few battles to finish unlocking the 3 stars in Conquest and taking my totally and completely maxed out arena team with all the most pimped out cards and not getting 3 stars is super fun.
Interesting. Yeah, I already shared
wow.
I shared my horror story with my in Sector 4 with my first order versus Bad Batch, full stamina and everything, and got smoked. I was like, what the hell? Oh man, oh goodness gracious.
Well, I didn't even attempt the last node. I still have the last node, but I have to wait for my arena team to get
gotta let it
completely and utterly maxed out on their, they have to be at 100% because they were at 77%. I lost 3 characters before I got 1 turn. I was like, okay, I guess this isn't going to happen today. I'll wait till tomorrow. Or the next day.
Yeah, that's the way you kind of have to do it. We were asking this question before I go to the next one. Where I get your thoughts on this? GLs, where do you think they are? Do you think any need a buff right now?
I feel like they've got a pretty good balance with the Galactic Legends right now. I feel like Rey's almost kind of started to come back to relevance, and Kylo's really the one kind of holding the bag and left out in the dark. If anyone needs a boost or a bump, it would be probably Kylo and C, which is funny because those are the 2 that for the longest time were actually like, those are the 2 you need. We used to tell everyone if you were going to get any 2, C can chew through anything and Kylo can chew through almost anything, and Kylo kills C. So if you have those 2, you've kind of got the 2 you need. But now they're almost kind of the 2 weakest, but Kylo's needed for the Sith raid. So for a free to play, you really want Kylo first, but he's almost, of all of them, he's almost the weakest. So I don't know. I mean, if I was going to bump any of them in PvP, it would be Kylo, but they're pretty balanced. They all kind of have their purpose, if you will. And at the end of the day, I mean, he's the one that solos the raid, although you can with JMK now solo the Sith raid with JMK, but he's just so expensive requirement-wise.
Right.
And Kylo is not, which he is. But I mean, in comparison, you can start farming those characters pretty quickly, and there's not a ton of like other, relic gates and things like that. There's not the relegate gate. So I don't know. It's they're relatively balanced, and like I said, I think there'll be some fluctuation. I know Lord Vader seems to be not quite where he needs to be yet, but we all know that there's that second individual character. And I've seen some videos and stuff of people saying maybe they should bring a new character out for every Galactic Legend, so every Galactic Legend has their like sidekick that makes them better, like the newest 2. I don't necessarily like that idea because I feel like that we don't need every Galactic Legend to have a really expensive relegate sidekick that we're going to have, you know what I mean? So and I don't like that precedence that we have to have those 2 characters for every team. So I will hope that they don't start making that going forward, but it seems like that just might become a prerequisite. I don't know.
Well, we had, if I can jump in, if you don't mind, how are you, Warrior? Good morning, by the way. But we had Crumb on a little while ago, and we actually threw that question at him and said, like, are we expecting, a sidekick to every Galactic Legend coming forward, and he said back then that no, not necessarily. There will be other legends not requiring those down the track, but it's just these particular ones do have them at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's something they just like, okay, we need 2 GLs, we can new Conquest, let's link them together. Yes. Oh, I see Solo Bases in the chat. What's going on, Solo? Solo, everyone, because teamwork is for wusses. All right. Solo, if you want to come jump in, you're more than welcome, brother. You know that, brother. Hit me up in Discord if you don't have the Jedi Academy link or you're not, and I'll get you in here. I'll get you in
Hey,
here.
Solo.
He likes to do everything solo with a bass. All right. Let's see. Some more questions. We got them. Let's get to them. Let me see here. I'm just hold on. I'm reading through this question. Like, epic fails. Okay. For all, if Star Wars did what it. Wait a second. For all, if Star Wars did what ifs. Like, Marvel what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to see as a what if? Mace killing Palp or Luke falling to the dark side? If we had a what ifs for Star Wars. Well, I'll let everybody answer this. Heinz, you give me one.
We actually asked this on Rogue Actions a while ago. I like the idea of what if Luke fell down the Sarlacc pit instead of Boba?
Oh, yeah. And digested slowly over the next 1,000 years. All right. Telemad, give me a what if.
My what if would be because it's the biggest pivotal point of all Star Wars. It's going to be in Phantom Menace, the Duel of the Fates. What if Qui-Gon
Qui-Gon
Darth
lived.
Maul?
Ooh.
I think you can go 2 ways. You can go, what if Qui-Gon lived?
Yeah.
Or
I like
what if
this.
Maul killed Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon?
Yes. Okay.
So
I like this a
you got 2
lot.
options.
Yeah. All right. That's very, very good.
I want to see the Qui-Gon thing, though, because Maul, that's an entirely different story. Qui-Gon just tweaks it just enough.
Yes. Okay. What's yours there, Calvin?
I don't know how you top that one. Like, that's
pretty good.
because, especially if you have an understanding of what that moment is supposed to be. Like, Duel of Fates is Anakin's fate and how it's going to end up between who lives there.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's
Such a pivotal
I don't know.
point.
Maybe like, okay, I got one. This is kind of lame, but like, what if Darth Bane decided it was the rule of 3? Like, how would that change things throughout all
That's
of
a great
history
one.
up until Palpatine's point?
Warrior, you have a what if for us?
Yeah, that was mine, was Duel of Fates. He decides to stay on the planet and
Okay.
because he defeats the daughter and son and decides to stay on the planet, and all of a sudden he fulfills his destiny, and they're like, the end.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Mine is, what if Anakin had not been a bonehead and just hopped onto the hill instead of trying to jump over Obi-Wan like a buffoon because he was so power rage. And my other what if is, what if Mara Jade was really canon? Can we just get her canon finally, please? Somehow, some way. God damn it. The former hand of the Emperor. Luke's wife. I mean, it's just, she's kind of an important figure.
Kind of a big deal.
And kind of a big deal, God, she was like one of my favorite characters in. She fought the Vushin Vong Prego, folks. That's how badass Mara Jade is. She was 6 months pregnant, beating their ass. Taking on a whole platoon of those bastards, and just like, I know I'm Prego, but I'm going to terrorize you, so it's like, God damn, she is amazing.
The Vong were no joke either.
No, the Vong are just sick, and she was like, I'm Prego, but that doesn't matter. I have the Force. Oh, so good. So good. Mara Jade, she was an unbelievable character in those books. Anytime I had anything with Mara Jade and Luke, especially, after forming the new Jedi Academy, I was like, any chapter with her was just fantastic. Oh, she's so good. Ugh. All right. I'm going to get angry. All right, let's move on.
Wait, I have one.
Oh, now you want to talk. I asked you twice. Thane, you there? You alive? The whole time, not a damn thing. And now you want to jump in. Okay, Thane, what's your what if? Good morning, by the way, again, for the third time.
Hello.
Yeah, oh.
What if Leia got trained as a Jedi instead of Luke?
Oh. No, there is another. That's a really good one.
That's,
What-
that's a
Yoda
really
would've
good one too.
What if
Yoda would've
Leia-
been just enough?
Okay, what if Leia had not been attacked? What if she had got to Old Ben? Old Ben knows who she is, obviously, and instead of going for Luke, he starts training Leia because he doesn't need Luke at the. Oh, that's a great what if, man! Wow.
I want to see Tatooine Leia though. I want to see
Hell
I want to
yeah.
see like farm girl Leia.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
awesome. Canon's expanded on that. Like Yoda is the one that wanted to train Leia, and Ben was like, "No, I want to train Luke," and then ended up Ben winning.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting point. If
Yeah.
Yoda would have got the way what he wanted.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point. Damn, some good what ifs there, man. All right. What else? 73 question for team name. How about Southern and Southerner? You know, because Ranger, you're from the South and Heinz is from is Southerner. You know, actually, I'm from Texas. I don't know if I'm a Southwesterner, not more than a Southerner. Even though I live in Alabama right now. I don't know about that. I don't think about that. Call us Southern Comfort or something. I don't know.
Call you Jedi Academy because you're both always here.
I know, but that's a weak sauce name for Jade. It is. It just like we're the Jedi Academy.
Become badass.
We just. It's like you just one of like if you get a name, you just know you're going to get bullied and get the crap kicked out of you. I think that's what's going to happen. We pick Jedi Academy. Hi, we're the Jedi Academy. I'm Ranger. This is and we're dead. Let's see here. What else in 3? Is the next GAC going to start before or after the Conquest ends? Before. It starts next week, right? We'll still be in the second week of Conquest. Am I timeline on
Yeah,
this,
we'll
right?
have 1 week with without Conquest rewards, and then after that we'll have them all.
That's right. Because that kind of happened with Cat too, right? We had a week or the first week, and then bam.
Missed the first round and pops up the second one.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Kinpachi. He says, question, will CG ever let us bulk craft gear directly from the scavenger? If not, why? That's a good point. Bulk craft
They've mentioned
gear.
it before.
Yeah, I think that would be nice, right? I think we're all on the same page on this. It'd be kind of nice and having to go piece by bulk craft gear. I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think of that idea? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Sure.
Okay. I think we're all in agreement. Oh my God! Look who it is. So we got not only got Calvin, not only we got Tilo, not only we have Warrior, but we have the man who does it all solo. Solo Base is here. Solo, what's going on, you sneaky turkey?
How's it going, gents? I saw, Big Smoke in chat. It's his birthday. He wanted me on. I couldn't say no on Smoke's birthday. Right, Smoke?
Anybody's name Smoke, you can't say no to. Right? Am I right on this?
Well, there's your guys' team name then.
Smoke. Yeah, Zareth and Solo. Smoke them if you got them. Then we got Stella here. Stella, what is your what if scene you'd like to see them do like they did with Marvel? If you had to pick one from Star Wars anywhere, what would be your what if?
Well, you guys picked all the good ones, so let me go with what if Luke didn't stand over Kylo to kill him?
Oh,
that's a good one
that's
too.
the trilogy we all wanted.
Oh, yes.
I know. Well, it's not Calvin's favorite prequels, so.
That's a good
I still
one.
like it.
But it looks defense.
I got a couple of good ones for that too. Yeah, like what if Luke actually deflected all those shots back to Kylo and killed him in that moment? That'd be cool. Or, what if he used his force to pull down Death Stars, or destroyers from the sky? I mean, what if Luke was Luke?
Star Killer.
Well, because he did it in the books, man. Luke got crazy powerful, man.
Yeah, he did.
The only person in the universe, there's 2 people in the universe by the time he got to his max level. It was Darth Krayt, and he's one of the most powerful Sith that ever existed, and Abeloth. We all know who she is. Good God. That was the only one that gave Luke a run for his money and harmed him.
I'd like to see Abeloth in the game.
Oh my
sure.
God.
Crazy.
Let's get all the Celestials. Let's get the father, the daughter, the son, and Abeloth. I mean, let's go. I mean, let's do it. Oh, it's so good. And I'm kind of sad that they didn't.
I mean, Galactic Legends are supposed to be Galactic Legends.
Right.
Those would be Celestials would be probably the best.
You think?
That's next level.
I mean, yeah. Galactic gods. That's what we'll call
For
them.
real.
Man, that would be so good.
Acquiring
Wielders,
Relic
I think it's the
14.
technical name.
Relic 14. Oh God.
I don't know what characters would even be required for them though. Like it'd be like entire light side faction, you get the daughter.
Yeah, it'll have to be relegate or higher. It's like oh no. If we ever get to that
That's
point, just stab me in the throat, somebody, please. Oh God, let's get some more questions. Birkin, question: as a free to play, how high should I take my cat? Is Relic fine 5 or is it more of a max it tune? I think Relic 5 is fine. I took mine to Relic 8, but I'm in a much higher GP and things. So, I mean, I see a lot of people running with Relic 5. I mean, what do you guys... Anybody can answer this. I mean, we're kind of an open forum here, so whoever wants to speak up can. But, I mean, Relic 5 cat works for me, too. I don't have any problem with anybody that just takes her to Relic 5. But as you get into higher divisions and stuff, you kind of want Relic... I like Relic 8 on cat. I'm just throwing that out there. But thoughts from anybody on Relic 5 versus Relic 8?
Relic 5 works just fine. Like
Yeah.
I've had her that way. I don't lose a single mirror, and I'll go up against full Relic 8 teams.
Yeah.
The only thing that you will miss out on is you don't have a shot at soloing the raid if she's not at least Relic 7. You need the damage, and like I think I waited till the very last second to hit Scion with the big hit, and it did like 50%. So
Yeah. It's a good point.
And I think Relic 5 is fine for offense. If you go Relic 8, it does make it a little bit more difficult for, like, say, for instance, JML counters. It just takes an extra little bit more hits. And in that time, things can go a little bit awry and you can end up losing. So it's just if you're going to go on defense, maybe Relic 8's the way. But Relic 5 is perfect for offense.
Yeah. I that's why I wouldn't relegate with her, but I mean, some people can't get there to the relegate. You know, they do have her unlocked and they do have JMK, but I mean, they're really struggling to get her to Relic 5 is one thing. Relic 8 is a whole nother ball of wax, right? So
If you need Relegate materials to get other Galactic Legends unlocked, do not do that. Use that Relegate material for your other Galactic Legend prerequisites. 100%. She's not worth it. But if you've got Relegate material sitting around burning a hole in your pocket, then yeah, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, it
makes her more durable, 100% more durable on defense against the JML counters.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. That's why I took it to Relegate. I mean, it was a no-brainer for me. But then again, I've got 5 Relegates sitting there. Well, I'd say that all 5 are about to go bye-bye with Cam, Maul, Vader. Bye-bye Relegate stuff I saved. Like, as soon as you get it, you spend it, man. God damn it. Oh, let's do another question. I'm angry now. All right. Well, Smoke asked, when's Solo going to be on Jedi Academy? And well, there he is. So there's that question done. Well, that was a pretty easy question, you know. That was the easiest question we ever got on Jedi Academy. Thank you, Smoke. Appreciate you, bro. You know, so I'm interested. How are you feeling about? I didn't really ask you this either, Warrior. Conquest overall. I mean, it's been what it is. I mean, this Conquest, obviously I know you and Warrior are going to get the red crate boxes, but I mean, thoughts, acknowledgments, anything on Conquest, how you're doing? You know, I know we beat this horse to death and turned it into glue, but I mean, what do you think's where you're at with Conquest right now?
Conquest is the devil. That's, so the first
it's the bane of Soul's existence.
It is. The first week of Conquest isn't bad because that's when you're first, you're one-shotting everything, you're going through, and then it's like, let me hit this Phoenix mini boss 36 times.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Because I mean, so this time, Bad Batch, I didn't run into any good teams for the Bad Batch kills, so it's the Phoenix mini boss, and then Geos, no good teams to kill with Geos except for the Phoenix mini boss. And so it's like, all right, here we go. We're beating this Phoenix mini boss way more times than we need to.
That is exactly what I've experienced. And what's really funny, and I streamed this last time, on that section 5, I used my Bad Batch against the Padme teams, and they're like, oh, everything's identical as the last time, and the only difference is my cards, but my cards make my characters hit like 330,000 within a few like 10 seconds, because every debuff gives stacking offense. I've got 2 weak points. I've also got a bunch of stacking offense, and then some other cards that work with them, with turn meter. And then I've got, when they attack out of turn, they get mastery stacking 8%. And I've got 2 of those. I mean, it's just disgusting. Well, like my Empire team, Vader hits for like 3 million on Coaling Blade and like 700,000 to 900,000 on his basics. It's stupid. My cards are good. I finally got good cards in section 4 and 5, so I'm pimped out with cards. So, but my point is I took Bad Batch, and last time around I went against Padme teams and I melted Padme teams. I mean, melted them. And I can't even take a turn against Padme this time. So I'm doing the same thing. I have to go against that stupid mini boss. So I'm having to go like 3 different teams against that one team. So I'm doing it just arbitrarily to get the rewards.
Mm-hmm.
It's just stupid. It's like I get to fight the same team 40 times because they said so, not because it's fun or anything like that. And that's not my definition of fun. I spent, my 50 refreshes today doing literally like 30 battles on that one section. And that was like, yay.
There you go. You did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that right now. I got 5 more battles to win with the Geonosians, and then just 13 overall kills with the Bad Batch, and I'll be done with Sector 5 today. I'm like, thank God, because...
Yeah, and then I went and did like Kylo Ren on the very first Phoenix node on the very first section with Maul and Savage, because he just happened to be at 100%. So I was like, oh, I'll take in Kylo since he's 100%. I haven't used him in obviously days. So I took him in and did 10 battles to 0%, stamina to get 10 battles. So then I'm halfway done with my Savage and Darth Maul. But it's like, how stupid to do 10 battles against an arbitrary Phoenix team. So I did 2 Phoenix team battles. So I did 10 up top and then, like 30 down below. It was just stupid. Phoenix today. It was just dumb. I don't know. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
And then the thing that scares me is what's going to happen when the next Conquest set, when we don't have that Phoenix team to rely on, and they put maybe, say, Padme.
Listening to us, they're like, oh, so that's how they're getting it. Well, fuck, we're going to change that.
I don't know if their goal is to make it just hard on us. Their goal is to make us spend time. So I think there's always going to be an easy team for us to grind out 12 on.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But that's not...
I don't know. Something changed with the Padme team, because that was an easy one for Bad Batch, and now Bad Batch can't even take a turn against Padme. So I'm not sure what happened there, but
I do feel like the overprepared is worse this time. Like there were a lot of spots that I was going before us, and like I think it was like the beginning of Sector 4. And now this time I'm not.
4 and 5, and I'll tell you, like I cleared 4 and 5 easy with teams that were at 40 and 50%. My arena team and my Empire team just walked through at like 50 and 60%, and I can't even get 3 stars this time around with that. I'm gonna have to wait for them to charge up, and it's like, what? And I have a really wicked combination of cards this time around. Like I just don't get it.
I blame Finn. Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, let me pull up the thing here and see if we can get to more questions. Wow, there's no more questions? Really? Wow, we caught up to all the questions? I'm shocked. What else is going on? Predictions. Okay, we had this question earlier. We'll ask Warrior. Let's go Calvin Warrior solo predictions. Do you have one thing you think's coming out soon, or so predictions for the next 2 months? We're almost at the end of October. We also have the 6-year anniversary coming up. Predictions on what characters and stuff do you think are coming to the game? What do you think there, Calvin? What is Calvin?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I really feel like Fennec was very similar to Bo-Katan in the fact that she was a transition marquee. Like Bo-Katan transitioned us from the Mandalorian stuff over to kind of the Clone Wars Season 7 era. And now Fennec is doing the same thing from the Bad Batch to the Book of Boba. So I really want to say it's going to be something in the Book of Boba. I don't know if they're going to give us like a dad bod Boba marquee to eventually get like a Crime Lord Boba legendary unlock or Galactic Legend or something. But I would want to guess that it's somewhere in that territory. Actually, that's a lie. I know it's coming. It's going to be a ship. I don't know which one, but we're like still really, really sure that we're getting more ships, and we're thinking it might even be a bounty hunter. It might even be Fennec Shands.
Okay.
So like if I had to put money on something, it would be a new ship, very likely a bounty hunter ship coming soon.
Okay. Okay, that's your thoughts. What about you, Warrior?
We'll definitely get the at least the first Galactic Legend in January, but the prerequisites and stuff over the next like probably December-ish, and then one or two more characters over the next like 30-45 days, and then the sneak peek of the second, probably what's to come kind of thing. And yeah, they said a shipload of content, so we got to get at least one more ship, because one more ship will be a shipload of content in their eyes. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get at least one more ship, and then they can say, see, look, we got you like 3 ships.
Yeah,
content. But yeah, so I don't know. That probably I'm a little bit distraught at the amount of stuff that's been brought in. It hasn't been a whole lot. It's reminiscent of 2 years ago, a little bit of material coming into the game. Now, back then though, they had the excuse they were fixing the spaghetti programming, and this time around it's not really that. So I don't know what's going on. They must be really hard at work with new Galactic Legend.
All right, Solo, what do you think?
I'm going Cobb Vanth. I'm secretly hoping for Paz Vizsla, though.
That'd be cool.
Have a Mandalorian with a giant Gatling gun. That's what I want.
That would be grossest to the mostest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see some more Mandos come into the game. I mean, we had we had a lot of different Mando characters that they could bring in from season 1 and 2. That would be pretty nice. So nice.
And so we want more Mandalorians for Maul lead. Like, Ranger, you're going to get Lord Vader or have him, and I have Lord Vader, and Heinze has him. So it's like we have a use for Maul. He's just going to be married to Vader. But there is a whole group of, 8 million and below GP that need a use for Maul. So let's bring in a couple more Mandalorians.
Hey, it's Mandalorian. He's really good with the Mandalorians. I'm just telling you. And I agree with you 1,000%, Solo. We need more Mandos, man. I mean, let's do it. I mean, such a cool faction. I've always loved the Mandalorian faction. Their history and the lore, just everything about them is just a really cool faction. So yeah, I'd love to see it. I really would. I mean, jeez. When do we think we're getting Beskar Mando with Darksaber? I don't know. I mean, I'm just waiting for that, or with the Beskar spear and the Darksaber. I'm sure that's around the corner sometime soon. Oh boy, so much stuff. All right, let me see if there's any other questions here. Well, Jib says, questions. Tacos, hard or soft? Tells a lot about a man. I could care less either way. I mean, I like both.
Double decker.
That's right. You get the hard taco, you get the melted cheese, and then the soft shell on top of it. God damn it, Warrior, you're a genius. Why just not? You can have your cake and eat it too. Warrior, spitting fire.
What about a cake taco? I mean, you just said we could.
God damn it, Solo went double down and is right.
Don't forget that. It's all about the soft taco.
Taco is a good taco. Let's be honest.
Well, Heinze comes in and completely derails the conversation. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh God.
Can't take me anywhere. We already knew that.
Yes, we can. You're
What's your favorite type of taco?
Oh yeah. What's your favorite? What kind of taco are you talking about there, Heinze?
Yeah.
Oh man. No, look, I love a good old fashioned beef taco, mate. Super spicy.
All right.
Get the jalapenos on there. Get the nice spicy sauce.
Yeah, you gotta have spicy tacos.
Love some heat.
Yeah.
I like me some birria.
Adobada for me. Me some adobada tacos.
mean, there's Americanized Mexican food, but I was, as I've always told the story. I mean, my stepfather and what I consider my family are Mexican, and so I grew up with traditional Mexican meals and stuff, and it's totally different than what you're going to see at Taco Bell. They don't know what the hell Nachos Bel Grande is, so I'm going to throw that out there, But if you ask somebody, he's like, you know what mole is? Like, what's that? Like, yeah.
I mean, Taco Bell isn't even technically Mexican food. They label themselves as Tex-Mex. Like it's supposed to be that.
There's Southwest, but I mean, if you've had real Mexican food, you know what real Mexican food tastes like, right? It's really good. So
it's like cat and dog food, but it's okay. It tastes good if you want an upset stomach.
I mean, listen.
Bo brought up a good one, lengua. This dude's gonna be hungry.
There you go. All right, yeah. See,
I do like a breakfast taco, like a grilled egg and bacon breakfast taco. That's pretty good.
There you go. Oh yeah. I mean, that's something I always, you just warm up the flour tortilla, you cook some eggs, add some, onions, tomatoes, put it in there, add some picante, and it's the bomb, yo. All right, Kenpachi, question here. Let's see here. It says there are a lot of crappy tunes. You don't say. I think CG should be making Conquest teams buffed off them. What teams would the panel like to see in Conquest? For example, a Mace team that works our Cup team. No, I don't want to see that. I'm sorry.
I mean, we got Tuskens, Jawas, and Phoenix.
Well, yeah, if you want to put them as bosses, I'll fight them, right? But I don't want to have to use those kind of teams in there, man. Seriously, God. I don't want to have to go through Conquest with the Ewoks. God, it's going to make my life just... God, no.
Leave the murder bears alone, mate. They didn't do anything wrong. It's not their fault.
They're cannibals.
They're not. No, they're not cannibals. They don't.
They eat stormtroopers.
Yeah.
They eat people. There's a difference.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I guess they're not cannibals. You're right. My terms are wrong.
Even murder bears have got to eat, bro. Just saying.
I love at the end of episode 6 that Leia's wearing a human suit that they made for her. It's like some other human being they ate, and then they made a suit out of a human, and then they gave it to Leia, and she.
This one's our friend. We don't eat her.
They're like, here, wear a human suit. This is the person we ate before, but you can wear it. And she's like, okay. But she's wearing a human suit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nub.
And then they braid her hair.
Yep. With the hair of their fallen victims. Nub. Eat up the nub. No, I get what you're saying, Kenpachi. Against. Yeah, I'm fine with that. If you want to put those teams in there, sure, give us Mob Enforcer. We'll beat the crap out of that. I know people are going to be frustrated when they get to Sector 5 and like, hey, Cup. Wait, why is Cup kicking my ass? No! So, Ewoks are the apex predator. They really are. Ewok gliders in space. All right, let me see here. Any other questions? Last call for questions, guys, because it's a busy day. I got baseball to watch, and there's football going on. And, guys, the Capital Games, I'm going to link it into the chat here. I think it's getting ready to kick off, right? So let's show some love. We've been helping our boy Crumb. He's raised almost $8,000 just through our efforts on his streams. Big shout out to everybody here in the community for helping Crumb. I mean, him by himself, he's raised that. That's not, I don't know what the other ones have done, but if you can go by, support what Capital Games is doing, put aside whether you think the devs hate us or not, they're trying to raise money for charity, and it's a really good cause. And you know how we are at RSG about our charities, right? Put that crap aside, right? Go support them and what they're doing. They're raising money for kids, for the UC Davis Children's Hospital, right? For the Children's Miracle Network. If you can donate a few bucks, please support them. If you can't, then that's okay. Just watch the stream. That helps out tremendously too. I put the link in the chat. Please spread that around. Let's get them a good viewing and good watching and stuff, and let's try to support them. So I've got the link in the chat. It's there. You can share it with your on your Discords, with your guilds, whoever you need to send it. Please do, and let's help those guys. I mean, these kids, and I've been there, man. I've been in those hospitals. I went there dressed as Darth Revan just to make them smile and play Battlefront with them, and I mean, these kids are going through hell in a handbasket. And this stuff helps support ACS and Children's Miracle Network, do things where when they're getting chemo, they have stuff for the kids there to distract them from what they are going through, right? They show the video where they're in the MRI. They got to be there for 2 or 3 hours, so they've got virtual goggles so they can watch a movie. That's little things like that not only helps those kids, but helps their parents, because the parents are there too going through this. And if they can see that their kids, no matter what they're going through, are being taken care of and are happy and can smile while they're going through this horrible stuff that they have to go through, then it's worth it, right? You just want to make the kids smile and get them distracted from the things that they are going through. So please support that. Yes, Steam Burgett, go Braves. They're playing today too. I think they're the second game, right? Yeah, the Astros play first. So I'll be watching the Stros and the Sox. It's going to be a goddamn heavyweight fight. The first game, I had ulcers, man. I was watching that game last night. God damn, I can't. I have to go through how many more games of this? I'm going to die. Guys, playoffs are a happy time for me. They're also a sad time for me. So, all right. So that's that. Now we're going to let everybody pimp their stuff. Tilo Mad, where can folks check you out?
I'm on YouTube under Tilo Space Mad 92. Usually I simulcast my Twitch stream and my YouTube stream. So if you can't watch on Twitch, you can watch it on YouTube.
Yes.
I'm also on Twitch. I do my GACs on there. Same name is on the display right now. We also do, me and Calvin, we do the Mad Awesome Show.
Nice. That's true.
Tomorrow we do GAC, a GAC centered show. Talk about our seasons. Really good time.
Is that on Sundays?
On Sundays, yeah.
What time do you guys?
It's every other
that?
Sunday, yeah.
What time do you guys usually do that at?
It's about 7 Pacific. I don't know how they transfer to you guys,
Eastern. Hit me up, man. I'll join you guys on that. That's a reasonable time. I can come on Sunday if you guys ever need a guest or anything. I'm always open.
For sure.
Yeah,
if you're down for this Sunday, let's do it.
You good for tomorrow?
Yeah, I can do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Absolutely.
All right, game.
There you go.
All right, there you go. So there's our guest for this Sunday. We do the GAC one. That's a monthly event. So after every GAC season, and then we also do the other Mad Awesome show. It's a lore show. So we basically talk through Star Wars, the SWGOH lens, but talk about everything, the lore, the movies, the comics, whatever is coming up. And I also have TikTok. So if you want to follow me on there, I do my GAC intros. I just posted on there. Same thing, Tilo Mad 92.
Yeah, remind me tomorrow. Just send me a friendly reminder, Tilo. Just say, hey, remember tonight, because I get 1,000 things happening, and I'll be there. Don't worry.
Nope.
I just wrote a note. All right, Calvin, Tilo, pimp this up. Pimp your stuff, brother.
Oh yeah, we got the Mad Awesome show tomorrow, so that's exciting. Taylor explained that. I pretty much only am streaming my GACs currently. I do that every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then every Sunday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it was a good time. Was able to take 5th place this last season in Division 3, so that was fun. Hopefully can do a little bit better in this next coming season, but I don't know what 3-3 is going to look like with a revamped roster, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Solo, man, you guys got a lot of stuff. You and Zareth have your thing. You got your own thing. Pimp your stuff, man, because the Gambit boys, man, let's hear it.
Yeah, so I do my Grand Arena battles on Wednesdays at 10:30 Eastern and Sundays at 11:30 Eastern on my personal channel on Twitch. That's SoloBase15.
Uh-huh.
And then on Mondays, we have the Gambit podcast. And on Fridays, we have Gambit Fight Night. And that is on the Gambit podcast Twitch page.
Yep. And anytime you need a guest, man, hit me up, Solo. I love hanging out with you guys, man. I'd love to come back over there. And, of course, Solo, you and Zareth. That's why I saved Heinz for last. Heinz is going to be my partner now, but you guys are going to be part of the dev versus content creators. So you'll be doing that. I think they want us to do team names. Finn gave the stupid idea to Chrome.
Well,
will you help?
Everybody is saying different things because they asked us, hey, do you guys want to do a name? So we're like, yeah, we'll do the Gambros. And they're like, no. We want it to be professional. So we're doing the Gambit podcast. I was like, well, then why'd you ask?
Oh, my God.
Why does it need to be professional? This is a video game.
Well, I think it's a lot of stuff involved. I don't want to get into it right now.
There's so much going on.
It's so much going
scenes,
on. Yeah, it's so much behind the scenes, guys. You have no idea how much is going on to get this up and running. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't know if you and Sarah have done any practicing, but I mean, I'm looking forward to this. I just want to have fun. I mean, I know there's people are talking, but I mean, like it's a speed GAC. It's not like we're doing a normal GAC. This is something totally new and different. You know, I'm like, really, my thing is I just want to kick the crap out of the devs. If we get Solo, if you guys get the devs, stomp them, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Heinz are going. I'm going for blood, man. Especially because Loki's helping Crumb and them. So Loki's turned to the Rebel Alliance. So we got to represent the dark side, and if we get them, we got to put the paint on them. You know what I'm saying? So
got to teach them.
Now, are you teach them? Zara's going to be the guy on the front lines. You're going to be the coach.
Yeah, he's going to be playing. I'm going to be telling him how to play. So that should be fun.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, we'll shit talk, but I mean, we were talking about this earlier. The devs, man, they picked the best of the best here, man. This is going to be ugly. Someone asked me earlier, like, who do you think is going to win? I'm like, are you kidding me? Anybody could win. Look at the people that are doing GAC. Even Kate and Llama. Kate is no slouch. Let me tell you something. Kate's been the top of GA in her division like every season, and she's been practicing her butt off. If you better not underestimate Kate. She'll bring the pain. I mean, she is really good. And then if you look at everybody, Grid, Gom, you, Zareth, me. Got Heinzie and I mean. Not a bad. I think the dead's reason they're bringing in Loki. This is just my thought, is because they were like, we picked the cream of the crop to go fight in this first round. So I mean, my thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if Gom and T Money won, or you and Solo won, or I mean, it's anybody's game. But I just want to have fun.
It's going to be who learns to play the fastest. Like that's where nobody's going to clear. So
I tried a speed run on my last GAC run. I actually got to the ships, and I didn't have my team spring, but that's it's possible, but it's going to be hard, right? Because some of those fights is just they're time consuming. There's no way around it. So you're going to lose some time on that. You just have to pick your battles and pick your poison, right? Especially these are going to be maxed accounts, so it's going to be a little bit different. And so we'll see. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. So check out Solo, the Gambit Boys. Heinzie, my partner, we're going to be going down under. First pip your stuff, man, and then
sure.
Where can folks check you out at?
Well, I'm not hard to find. Heinzie on YouTube, Galactic Legend Heinzie on Twitch. We've actually got Warrior coming on next week.
Oh my God, really? Wow. Yeah, I'll pimp Warrior stuff in a second.
Looking forward to that one next week. That'll be pretty cool. GAC's back next week, so I'll be doing that Thursday morning, about I think 9 a.m. Eastern, roughly. Yeah. So can't wait to get back into it. It's feels like forever since we've been doing some GAC battles. So yeah. Let's get after it. Can't wait.
You're ready.
No, this developers thing is going to be cool. Yeah, everyone's going to bring their A game. Everyone's going to have to.
You have to.
It's going to be a really cool challenge. But yeah, we got to remember the real enemy of the devs. We got to knock them off. That's what it's all about. Let's be clear.
So as long as all three dev teams are get multiple losses, I don't care.
Yeah. And if we match up against Cubs and Grid, well, I'm challenging Grid. All
right, I'll take it seriously then.
So I'm just saying straight up.
All right, I'll bring the pain. I'll try.
Yeah, let's wreck them.
Yeah, we'll wreck them.
We'll get them on shit.
Yeah. You're right. Heinz, I just thought of an evil plan. An evil plan. So good. All right, and you can also check out Warrior on Warrior Presents on YouTube and Twitch. Now, do me a favor, guys. Look at this great panel we got for you. These guys come on a Saturday morning on their own time, on their own dime. Do me a favor. Go to their channels. They all pimp their stuff. Please watch some of their videos. Hit the thumbs up at the least. If you like the stuff, then subscribe. Support these guys and what they're doing, because they're putting out great content, and it just says that it's a big way to say thank you for being here. It's the small little things that really help content creators do what they do, right? Same thing for us. Hit the thumbs up, but I really want to make sure that these guys get the love that they deserve for being here to answer your questions. They don't have to do this, that they are taking the time and giving you the answers and the information that you need so you can enjoy the game more, and helpful tips and tricks and things of that nature. So please go show them some love. Go to the channel. And last thing I'll say before we get out of here, of course, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. But go check out the stream on Twitch for Extra Life for the devs. I don't know if it's launched yet. Let me go look. I'm going to go check right now, see if they've launched. Supposed to be. Let me see. Let me make sure. Well, I sound like Jay Leno there. Like, have they started? It's up. I don't think they've started. No, it's offline. It hasn't started yet. I think they're supposed to start. I don't know. What time did he say it was going to start? He told me. God damn it.
I saw a comment. It said an hour and 13 minutes, maybe 13 minutes ago.
Okay, so
like
1 Eastern, so in an hour. So you got the link. Just go there and support him. I've got it up, and let's show him some love, guys. Because I think all the donations, they're trying to raise 15,000 total, but I think Crumb's got half that by himself. And again, big shout out to all you guys that helped supporting him with that. So yeah. Anything else? No, I think we're good. So on behalf of myself and the Jedi Academy, why do I sound like the guy from the Super Friends? Meanwhile, in the Legion of Doom. But everyone have a great rest of your day. We'll be back tonight on my channel to do some Dungeons and Dragons. Please come check that out if you like that. I've been doing it for a long time. I am the Dungeon Master. Yes, I do all the voices and more. And we have a lot of fun. So everyone have an awesome rest of your day. We love you guys. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. And we will see you when we see you. Peace out.